Today, Audrey, my beautiful daughter who's insisting she does not want to be on camera today, is accompanying me to Black Bear Wilderness area. So if you haven't been here, it's in Central Florida. We're going to check it out. So enjoy it. Oh, we're taking it easy on this part of the trail. It's beautiful out here, by the way. It's what, like 68 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's here. And so far so good. So beautiful trail.
Hey Poppy, what'd you find?
I found some poo. Scat, as we call it in the scientific community. It's right down here. I'm not going to touch it. It might be otter. There's
Hopefully.
water right around here.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
ones
wanted to
around
see
here.
an otter. And you like otters, don't you?
I do. They're cute.
Let's go find them.
Right.
This trail is really great. There's a number of areas that are under the canopy, which is nice. So if you're looking for a place out of the sun, that's great. But in these areas, they're not a savanna, but this is a floodplain against the St. Johns River, and it's open. So the bird species are plentiful. The wildlife is varied, and everything is kind of yellow and dying now because it is January 2nd, 2021, still good. And everything's kind of burned with some of the frost, so we'll keep showing you more. Hey, what was I doing down there? I was looking at the St. Johns River. We're on a dike right now that separates the St. Johns and major flooding on the east, and on the west there's a cypress swamp which has all kind of things in it. Alligators, a lot of wading birds. There's ibis out there right now. The trail that we're on, it's considered moderate, but I think it's a really good trail. I have sticks because I hurt my knees recently, and I may actually make this more of a permanent routine for myself. Audrey, how are you?
I'm good. Feels
Happy?
Great outside.
Whose idea was to do this weekend?
Mine.
Yeah.
Took some
Well,
initiative. Love you too.
Oh, good. So the trails, like I said, they're not perfect. They're not kept. They're pretty much kept by walkers. So the roots and things are exposed. You have to be careful. There are some holes, but otherwise the trail is dry today. Doing this when it's wet results in falls, results in apples that fall from your hand while you're eating them, and you just don't want to go get the apple.
And it's your last snack that you have.
And I have not made it
For
this
like 4
far.
miles?
Yeah, we're about
Yeah.
we're less about a mile and a half right now. That was upsetting. One really great thing about this trail, there are a lot of boardwalks. Boardwalks are really nice. They're a great place to take a break from the terrain. It keeps your feet dry, which is really nice. And they're just great places for pictures, things like that.
Cheese.
Cheese. So there's bald eagles. He's sitting there on the St. Johns. We heard him calling and we looked for him and found him. And then in the background, he might be eating something.
Yeah.
But in the background, we heard a pileated woodpecker, and then we heard him hitting the trunk that he was hitting, which is pretty cool.
Wow. Oh, beautiful.
It's been a good day so far. A really great day. As you walk around, you see things like this. There may be it's probably turtle. It's not big enough to be alligator, but it was literally right in the trail. I'm surprised nobody's stepped on it this morning. It's probably dead, but I'm not gonna disturb it too much, although I kind of feel bad, so I'll put it off to the side. Relatively no chance that it'll hatch, but maybe the rest are still down there. It looks like something may have tried to get into here and they were disturbed. Here they come, here they come. Wait. Sandhill cranes, and what we have here is a musk turtle. Because it's laying eggs, most likely we're gonna just leave it alone. But it's a pretty cool little turtle. I think there were a lot more of them at one time, but habitat destruction and things, they're far less. So we'll let him, especially with that news, lay some eggs, or her. So right off the edge of the trail here, we saw one run across the trail. These are the feral hogs that tear up the place. He's in the soil looking for something to eat. These are fairly young. They're not as big as some of them. Some of them get hundreds of pounds, but he's just doing what he does, or she. I don't know. Look at her moving the soil. Something else. So the trail moves away from the river and eventually heads back west and south towards the parking area. And as it makes that turn, the view changes, the trees change, everything about the area changes. And so it's a little drier here. We're looking for barred owls in the trees. There could be deer. We're still looking for otters, but haven't found them yet. Also, Seminole County in Florida does a great job in this trail. If you want to know where you are, how far along, this is like 7.3 miles. We're 4.25 miles into the trail. And so, of course, they have emergency information, location information. They do a nice job in Seminole County. See the glossy ibis? So, we finished. We had a great time. 7.3 miles. Saw a lot of wildlife for one little trip. Took us about 3 hours exactly. And so now we're going to enjoy a little breakfast. It was Black Bear Wilderness Trail. Highly recommended. It's local in Central Florida. And now it's time to eat some oatmeal. So, cheers.